LeBron's had a lot of different teammates. And who are the people that he's really relied on or who have been with him briefly but delivered? The 8 best teammates in LeBron's career, which is now 17 years, I would say would be Ray Allen. Now, they only played together for 2 years, but he averaged 10 points off the bench, and he made the most three-pointers by any Heat player in those 2 years. He, of course, hit the legendary basket to save the second championship for Miami. So that shot is a big part of LeBron's legacy. Now, it should be noted, he didn't always play a lot of minutes. He was at the very end of his career, and he was only 2 years with LeBron, not 4 in Miami. But he makes the list, and LeBron's played with a lot of guys. The list this morning was 25 guys. I put him on the list because of that shot and because he was a very good, reliable bench player as the league was really becoming a three-point league. He was the muscle. He was the muscle in Cleveland, Tristan Thompson. He may only average 8 points and 8 rebounds, but Kevin Love became more of a perimeter player, and he was the muscle on those teams. Remember, LeBron chose to keep him. They had the same agent. LeBron got him paid. They were always very close. And as Kevin Love came on, had some injuries, and often moved out, Tristan was the reliable guy in the middle. 4 straight final appearances with LeBron. Zydrunas Ilgauskas for the Cavs, a very underrated player. Mr. Energy. He could match LeBron's energy up and down the floor. 8 combined seasons, 1 NBA final trip. Most games ever played with LeBron as a teammate. Did you know that? Is Zydrunas. 124 double-doubles. Cleveland had a lot of unique players. He was a big. He ran the floor. He was Bron's guy, and he was a pretty damn dependable guy for 8 years with LeBron. Kevin Love. Now we get into a Hall of Fame level player. Kevin was only with him for 4 years, but they were 4 final appearances, and he made 2 All-Stars. Kevin had to sacrifice a lot of his game. Remember, he was a 25-10 guy in Minnesota, and then he became more of a perimeter guy. He was one of the league's best rebounders when he came in the league, but LeBron didn't need him for that. He wanted him to clear space at the rim. But Kevin Love is also a bright, high-functioning guy. LeBron chose him, remember? They could have had the number 1 pick in Wiggins. Remember? And they didn't want him. LeBron went out and wanted Kevin Love. He wanted somebody who could hit threes. LeBron saw the emerging importance of bigs who could score because LeBron was with Chris Bosh in Miami, who was a big who could shoot. So he went and got Kevin Love. Chris Bosh, who I think is a little better version of a Kevin Love. And they're both great players who were stars in Toronto and in Minnesota. I think Bosh's career was cut short because of an injury. Chris was a 4-time All-Star with LeBron, averaged 15-plus every year with LeBron. And it should be noted, could have easily, if he was a selfish player, averaged 25 with LeBron. LeBron and Bosh are the only players to average 7-plus rebounds during their 4-year run together, which is saying something because Chris often had to guard the others big. He was often away from the basket. He's number 4. Kyrie Irving is such a great finisher. He drives me nuts, but LeBron's got his Cleveland championship because of Kyrie and that jumper. He is a tremendous dual-handed finisher. I think for his size, he and Steph Curry are the best finishers in the league. He's remarkably gifted. Now, he's not consistent physically. He gets hurt. He can be a little flaky and drive you nuts. But you have to say this. 3 straight finals with LeBron, and he hit the shot. After LeBron had the block, Kyrie hit the shot to win over the Warriors. Dwyane Wade was really the emotional and physical rock. Now, at the end of his run with LeBron, he struggled in back-to-back games. But remember, they set a new NBA record for longest winning streak in year 2. The energy was just insane. They won like 20. I forget what the number was. This was his best friend. He's the one that helped recruit him to Miami. And it really was the maturity of D. Wade to understand, I'm a little out of my prime. I'm going to step back. I'm going to let LeBron kind of run the show. I don't think a lot of players would do that. That was Wade County. I don't think a lot of guys have the self-awareness, the maturity, and the smarts to do that. But I'll tell you, the first 3 years, I felt it. The last year, they felt a little old. Years 2 and 3, they were so athletic and so dynamic and so won. And Wade's also one of my favorite people in league history. I think it's Anthony Davis. Now, D-Wade was great, but he was not in his prime. Remember, D-Wade was toward the tail end of it. Anthony Davis is in his prime. He has been remarkable in the bubble. He has been a monster. Now, like Kyrie, he's had some injury issues, but in their first finals together and bubble together, Anthony, I think, is the perfect fit. Whereas Kyrie is a finisher like AD. Kyrie and LeBron weren't perfect fits because Kyrie resented the fact LeBron took the ball out of his hands. AD loves the fact he doesn't have to worry about that. Second highest scoring average, 29 points in NBA history behind Michael Jordan, minimum 10 games. So that's a pretty good 10 spot. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.